that seat and the fact that we just brought you the results there. What was your reaction to that?
To the Castle Point result? Well, I mean, it's encouraging, obviously, that we have held that seat. I haven't seen the detailed numbers, I haven't just heard the declaration. But I think, as I say, as I was saying before, the broader point is there are a number of seats that Labour needed to do much better in if they were to stand any chance of getting near to government. That hasn't happened. And Miliband has not been able to achieve that swing. In fact, we've seen swings towards the Conservatives, but it's early in the evening, and we'll have to see, obviously, what happens with other further results. But so far, things obviously look very encouraging, and that reflects very much what I think other colleagues have been finding on the ground for the last couple of weeks.
You can't be too smug though, can you? Because if this exit poll is to be believed, 326 is what you need. You still need the Lib Dems or another 10 seats to get there, and even then you don't have a working majority.
Well, as I say, I think we need to see what the overall results are going to be. The people are clearly opting for a strong and stable government, which is something I was getting back on the doorstep, certainly today and the last couple of weeks as well. And the Prime Minister said he'll do what's right for the country. But we just need to see what the overall results are going to be before we make any further predictions.
Just seeing Craig Oliver, you're a chief spin doctor walking by as well. Everybody seems to have a smile on their face. You just really can't be too smug yet though, can you?
I'm sorry?
I was saying that we just saw Craig Oliver, your spin doctor in chief, just walking by. Everybody appears to have a very big smile on their faces just at the moment, but there's an awful long way to go. How cautious do you have to be about complacency?
Absolutely. Well, I think that's exactly right. We have to be obviously very aware of the fact that we are early in the night and we've only had a handful of results, important results though they've been, particularly as I say in places like Nuneaton. But clearly things look very encouraging. But we will have to see as the night develops exactly what the results are going to mean overall for the next Parliament.
And as far as the next Parliament is concerned, we keep hearing this magic number of 326. You need to get significantly more than 326 in order to presumably get through the sort of cuts that you are trying to implement come the next Parliament, something like £12 billion of cuts. You're not going to be able to do that with the slimmest of majorities, are you?
Well, I think the important thing, first of all, is to see what results we get tonight. We've seen voting today. We need to see what obviously people have voted for, the results that we're going to get, the way that the Parliament is going to be constituted. We have set out a very clear programme in the course of the last 6 weeks and before of a secure future, continuing to manage the economy, and that was something that was reflected back to me in all the conversations that I've had very much about you've made important decisions, the right decisions over the last 5 years, and we'd like to give the Conservative Party and the Prime Minister more time to do that. But let's just see what the results are going to be, and as I say, how the numbers are going to look in the next Parliament.
Nick Clegg's a dead duck, isn't he? I said Nick Clegg is a dead duck, isn't he?
Well, I think that's a matter for the Lib Dems to answer about that. I mean, clearly the exit poll numbers are low for them, but that's something that they are going to have to explain, and I'm sure you'll be having lots of Lib Dem spokesmen on at various points during the evening to talk about their results.
Nicky Morgan, thank you. Just a quick thought from Anushka. Prime Minister didn't want to talk to us. He's beaming from ear